Our next game sees us skip ahead a few weeks. We go to round 18, 1973, and the all-important match between North Melbourne, coached by yours truly, and Essendon at Arden Street. I remember the game particularly well. Playing coach Des Tuddenham for Essendon and I had experienced what I'd call a little difference of opinion during the quarter-time break, and emotions were running high on both sides. It was a tight, tough contest, with the Roos holding a 3-point lead at the final change. We pick up play at the start of this last quarter.
Kick in by Pryor. Perry almost marks. He's being played it.
Over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder, yes. His half-back flank, members side. 15-metre penalty. And Baker is going off the field for North Melbourne. Phil Baker off the ground for the Kangaroos as the kick goes to half-forward for Essendon. In there is Montgomery. Gets it to Farrant. Farrant, a long hand pass to the racehorse Cowton. He breaks the tackle. Boots it to centre half-forward. Wade in front. Can't judge it. Moss is there for Essendon. Gets hand pass into Williams. Williams is met solidly by Burns.
Well tackled.
Picked up by Hopgood up towards centre half-forward. The reserve on there for North Melbourne. It's Schimmelbusch who is held, but Maloney gets his kick in. It's intercepted by the brilliant Burns. Burns blazes away with a kick, but it's offline and it's out on the first bounce for a boundary throw-in. Forward pocket for North Melbourne. They're kicking with the breeze and hang on to a 4-point lead.
Phil Ryan it is who's come on to the ground for North Melbourne. Shot by Kekovic. Bounced for a behind. 5 minutes. Kekovic has virtually been unable to kick today. He's marked and handballed on most occasions. I don't know how many kicks he's actually had, Jack. 4. That was his 4th. Ryan almost takes it field. Very quiet to Wilson. Bad hand pass. Gregg intercepts ahead of Fletcher. He's starting to get on top of Fletcher. Almost Kekovic, one hand. Andrews now to Delahunty, but they lose the run of it between them. Down goes Davis. What is it? Umpire Della's hurt his shoulder or something like that. He's got a crack on the elbow. Hurt his arm. He's had trouble bouncing it if he's hurt his arm. He has. When he stuck his arm up, I think he might have jolted his elbow for the time on, but that wasn't a very strong, a very good bounce. Burns again for North Melbourne, shepherded by Cowton to half forward, all Essendon, and that's Maloney.
Maloney, been one of the effective defenders for Essendon this afternoon, as always. Very reliable player to half-back flank. His kick goes. Williams, the hand pass across to Moss. Moss gets his kick in towards half-forward. Schultz up high. Pagan's there. Gets his kick in. Finds Cowton on the wing. Hand pass over to Peterson, who's been a very effective rover for North Melbourne. Up towards the full-forward zone. Wade.
Pushed him in the back.
Well,
for those of you who can lip read, you don't need to know what Doug Wade said about that decision. Pryor
boots it towards Perry, and a good mark by Perry of Essendon, who's had a great dueling ruck with Goodingham. Boots it to Schultz, leads in the race to the ball. He plays it on quickly, looking for Fields, who's been quiet since half-time. Fields drops the sitter. Dummies. Hooks the kick back towards the forward pocket. Looking for Wilson. Wilson drops the mark. Bad mishandling there by Farrant, allows Tuddenham in for the hand pass, but Peterson, very active and courageous rover, is forced out of play with the ball. Boundary throw in.
He didn't want to kick across the face of goals and was forced to turn back into the traffic. I think the best thing there is to kick across the face of goals, Thurl. Don't know what your thoughts on that are. Davis breaking away now.
Yes, Cowton. There was plenty of open space. He could have quite easily got away with it.
I don't know why people think it's such a great sin that it is determined to be. That's Amos who failed to kick that one. Coming back towards it again now, Amos, who replaced Parks. That's baptism to league football. You're caught. He's paid the free kick for the man being slung. That's Amos. It's a free kick nevertheless, and it's rarely paid. They all stood back and let each other get it. This is Fields. Slips it back in towards Noonan. Noonan gets the free kick for over the shoulder. Farrell disagrees.
Ah, yes, I do. Because
Technical free kick.
definitely a technical one. It couldn't have been around the neck. It must have been for knocking his arm, surely.
Well, it's Fields who's got the free or the mark, but he's further in the pocket, and he's a natural left footer, which doesn't help him much. But you can see the angle from here, and the distance is not much more than 40 metres. It's across the goals, and that's Rantel. Essendon in attack. Free kick to Barry Davis. Former Essendon captain, playing against his old club. Captain of North Melbourne now this year. Doing a pretty good job in this particular game. He's also benefited now with the 15-metre penalty.
He's at centre half back and boots it over the centre line. Ryan is there. It's tapped down to Hickmott. He in turn up towards half forward, close in front, but couldn't control it. Dench is there. He's possessed of the ball. This allows Fields in. He takes the pot shot at goal, and it's across the face for one behind. A favourable bounce would have seen a goal come on the board for Essendon there, but you saw the result. He did the right thing. He kept it low, kicking into the breeze. So the difference now is 4 points in favour of North Melbourne as John Rantle boots it out to the grandstand side. Fletcher just fails to mark. In there was Delahunty, but the hand pass intercepted by Peterson. He boots it to centre wing. Ryan, or Schimmelbusch rather, gets the hand pass to Greg. Greg breaks the tackle nicely, and the tackle was too high. And Greg, who's had a wonderful duel with Ken Fletcher, takes the kick. He boots it to centre half forward. Big Goodingham was in there. Tuddenham's also in there for the Dons. He's throwing himself into it in this final quarter. Up towards half forward. Great mark, Montgomery. Ken Montgomery plays it to the grandstand side with a hand pass to Dench. Dench, not a good kick towards half forward. Schimmelbusch in front, a beautiful mark.
Sixth mark for Schimmelbusch.
And has been a constant avenue to goal for North Melbourne. Lovely kick towards the kick-off line. Wade not in position, but Pryor is. He was pushed. Comes back to Hopgood. Hopgood dispossessed of the ball. What's the umpire doing? He's giving the free kick to Laurie Maloney of Essendon.
Maloney defends to the gasometer side. Perry, mark. Perry towards half forward. Closest behind on this occasion. Montgomery. Solid defender for North, off the ground. Andrews, Delahunty the chance, can't pick it up. Amos, what's that?
Bare skin.
I was going to say a near naked body, which belongs to Amos. Anyway, it's a ball up between centre and half forward. North Melbourne's attacking area. And it looks like a rugby scrum, folks, but it's going to be a ball up. Farrant. Amos nicely out of trouble, brilliantly out. Giving it to Fletcher. Smother. Close. Free kick. Well, without the ball. Robin Close, a chance to put Essendon in front. 4 points the difference as he kicks the goal at the 13-minute mark. The goal here would put the Dons in front with the scent of victory in their nostrils. And he does just that.
A very valuable goal to the Dons. For the first in this quarter. fact, the first goal scored for this quarter. And the Dons kicking into the breeze. And the light rain falling here at the Arden Street Oval. 13 and a half minutes gone. And North Melbourne finding the Essendon defence very hard to crack with the use of this breeze.
Essendon leading by 2 points.
Goodingham didn't get the effective knockdown. Back to Davis of North Melbourne. Tuddenham was held, but Davis was free kicked earlier. And the North Melbourne captain will put them well into attack with a long punt kick, penetrating one at that. Up goes, or in comes Peterson, gets the hand pass across to Kikovic, but the Essendon defence is firm, and it's forced through for one behind. It was Wade, the player, who was knocked over there, I think. The North Melbourne player I couldn't pick up. However, it's another behind to North Melbourne.
1 point the difference. Essendon lead. Gregg will get the free kick. He was held without possession.
He's taken the honours in this final quarter, Dick.
Yes, they've had a tremendous battle, as we've said, and Gregg starting to get his way on top of Fletcher. And that one's dropped into Doug Wade, who is in front of Pryor on that occasion. Is within kicking distance, 45 metres out and straight in front of goal. That's how far out he is. Kick from near the point of the diamond. And allow for the breeze. Maybe a little too much. And the scores are level at North Melbourne, although North Melbourne have kicked less goals than Essendon.
Yes, it's 84 apiece. Pryor to boot it to the grandstand side.
And it couldn't have happened at a more opportune moment. 15 minutes into the last quarter.
A bit of aerial work going on here. Tapped back by Andrews, but interference to Fields. He was grabbed from behind when not in possession. Boots it to half forward. Rantle in front of Noonan, and it's out of play.
Scores level, 84 points apiece.
Rain falling, light rain falling in this important last quarter. A game that North Melbourne have to win to keep alive their chances of the final 5. It was Hickmott who got it up towards Noonan, but it's a free kick to Gary Farrant for in the back.
My word, he's been a good player for North Melbourne today. He kicked a goal in the 3rd term, following down his 16th kick.
Some brilliant dashes as Gary Farrant given from half back towards half forward, almost a mark there to Ryan, out to Burns, and it was Andrews, Amos rather. Fletcher coming through the pack in fine style, boots it towards half forward. Out comes Dench, well shepherded by Close. It's back to Rantle. He can't control it. Boundary throwing. The elusive leather, the elusive piece of pigskin in the forward pocket for Essendon. Scores are level, 84 points apiece. Tapped down by Goodingham, and a good one it was too, out towards Feltham, but it's knocked by Fields out of play again.
17 minutes gone last term. Scores level. Essendon in attack.